assistance. Rogue hive detected.
You're halfway through the fight.
Rogue hive detected. Boost about to come online. Boost online. An agent needs assistance. Rogue Stinger hive detected. Agent.
There's one sneaking behind.
Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. Rogue Stinger hive detected. Boost about to activate. Rogue artillery turret detected. Agent down. Boost now active. Rogue seeker mine detected.
Point Alpha was captured by your team.
What's up, agents? Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 build video. Today's video is going to be the TU11 meta build. There are quite a lot of buffs and nerfs that have come about in the TU11 patch, and some interesting gear pieces that have been added that make this build, in my opinion, remember this is all my opinion, the best build in the game currently for PvP. I don't think I've lost a 1v1 yet using it. It is one of the best and easiest builds to use in PvP, and I'm hoping you guys do enjoy this. Remember, all my builds are opinion based through my testing, and they are for you guys to work upon, adjust to suit your own playstyles, use them as a template. So what we've done is we've made an SMG build which utilizes the buffs to pistols that, you know, pistols are still incredibly strong in the game. If you guys didn't know that, you can two-shot someone with 1.5 million armor in PvP, okay? And the Balston Armory one piece gives you 1% armor regen, so that could be a potentially dangerous combination. So let's go into the specialization so I can explain myself further and go through the pieces. So the specialization we're going to be utilizing, and I do recommend it, is going to be Technician, because what happened in PvP, guys? Shields got nerfed. Normally if you pull out a shield with an AR, one of the smaller shields, it gets wrecked. The bulwark shield is still just as good as what it was. That means you can tank a whole mag of a DPS player, and potentially one-shot players with your pistol. So we are going to utilize this because we have the Artificer Hive, which in itself is one of the best skills in the game. It actually, while it's on your back, it sends out these drones and it refreshes your shield. If you tank damage, all you do, you get it to cover, pull out your shield, and the Artificer Hive will actually repair your shield very, very well as well. Depending on how much efficiency you have on your build, it works really well. And you also have Faraday Field. If you're wondering, hey, you just get disrupted. You don't get disrupted, because if you drop this down, party members within 5 meters of your deployed and undisrupted skills are immune to shock and disruption. This works towards you as well. And also you get extra armor while aiming the skill. So we're going to be utilizing SMGs and assault rifles. You can potentially use another kind of gun, because we're not going to be focusing on using a main primary weapon with a shield. We're just going to be using the pistol, which has got another 15 increased sidearm damage. Make sure this is active. So let's go through the build now. So I've been doing a lot of testing in PvP. I've tried the Hunter's Fury combinations with armor regen. I've tried it with full damage, full tankiness. Hours and hours I've spent, and this is by far the most effective build I've ever used. Like I said before, we're going to be using this beautiful pistol right here. If you don't have... Okay, here's what happened, guys. All the footage I got was with the Liberty, because I know a lot of people do not have the Regulus. The Regulus has got more damage and potentially more utility, but the Liberty also heals your shield. So hits grant 2% weapon damage, stacks up to 30 times. So that actually in and of itself could increase the damage way past the Regulus anyway, but obviously that is a bit situational. But headshots consume all stacks, repairing your shield for 3% per stack. So you can actually learn how to utilize this to get your damage up, to actually stack the weapon damage. So like I said before, it's going to be situational, and if someone else pulls out a shield, you can proc this and actually get the weapon damage 30 stacks and one-shot someone with... They can have 3 million armor, they get one-shotted. So it's quite interesting how this works. I'm still trying to test the maximum amount of stacks and how it works in PvP, but so far I've had amazing results. So let me know in the comments if you guys try this and you know how much damage you've actually hit in PvP. But yeah, I would use this one. You can use the Regulus. It could actually be more better against a team, because you could deal 400% weapon damage and apply bleed to all enemies hit. So this could be good for your teammates as well. But I wanted to use the Liberty because you know, a lot of people don't have it, and also there can be a lot of utility there as well. So make sure you guys utilize that. Now the primary and the secondary is going to be the apartment SMG. You're probably wondering, hey, why are you using this? Here's the thing. We've got Intimidate. We've got a lot of amplified damage on the build and headshot damage. Perfectly measured is really, really good when you already have a lot of weapon damage added onto your build, because the top half of the magazine has a 20% rate of fire. That's more than Striker 3-piece. 20% rate of fire. We are losing 27% weapon damage. We've already made that up on Intimidate. We're actually getting more. We're still getting plus weapon damage, so it absolutely melts. I'm not saying it's the best in slot, but it feels the best to me, and I really enjoy it. Give it a try. It's lovely. The backfire is also an option. I don't like being put on the bleed. It means I can't strafe and run around. SIG and PX is probably the second best in my opinion. Very nice. You can use a whole manner of SMGs. You don't have to just use these ones. Obviously, we cannot use Lady Death because we've got an exotic pistol. So if we try and, for example, select this, it doesn't work because we have the pistol in. So that's the only downfall. But trust me, you'll be enjoying this. Damage targets out of cover is the best in slot there. Then we're going to be using the FAMAS. Remember, don't use in sync. You can if you want, but then you would have to change your skills, and then it wouldn't be great, because remember, you need skill damage to proc it. So we've got Optimus damage starts out of cover, FAMAS 2010, which is it absolutely beams. It's a very nice weapon, lovely to use. So 1.4 million armor. I feel like that's a good balance. We're still outputting a decent amount of damage. You can also one clip people because of Intimidate. So let's go through some of the pieces. So you guys have seen the stacking of the pistol. You run up to an enemy agent. This is how it's going to work. And Intimidate's proc, you're getting extra armor from Adrenaline Rush. Okay? You can do it two ways. You can empty a clip into him, break his shield, pull out your bulwark with your pistol, and one-shot him. 1v1s are absolutely a walk in the park with this build. Even on console. I feel like on console, this is also going to be quite easy to use. Because it's so efficient, and it defends yourself. And you know, you have a lot more survivability and still a lot of damage with the pistol. So I really do recommend having it set up the way I have it now. But yeah, 1v1s are a dream. You can do a massive amount of damage. You can tank a lot of damage. And why is that? Because guys, we have got on this build 61,000 armor regen. Yes, because we are utilizing the one piece of Belston armory, which gives us 1% armor regen, The Murakami named Emperor's Guard knee pads, another 1%, and then the 2-piece golems gives us a further 1%. That's 3% armor regen. Very, very nice. It's important to note that you're going to need this mask if you want to be doing as much damage as I'm doing. Let's go through each individual piece now that we understand the mechanics of the build. So, this is going to be the Punch Drunk mask. Have a look at this, guys. 20% headshot damage. That's why we're hitting such big numbers. With the addition of the stacks of the Liberty pistol, you're going to be doing huge amounts of damage. In PvE, you can do over 2.5 million per shot with this build if you stack it correctly. I am currently working on a gunslinger holster version of this build with an AR, so just be ready for that. Make sure you click notification bells on. Lots of cool stuff coming up soon. Rolled armor regen. We've got crit damage here because I also want to be dealing a lot of damage with my SMG. Weapon damage rolled on there as well. Very, very nice. It's named DNH. Pistol damage as well. So we're getting a huge amount of damage towards our pistol with this one piece here. That's all we're going to be needing. Belson Armory for the 1% armor regen. This is not a perfect chest. I would rather have... Actually, no, it's pretty good, to be fair. I mean, it's not bad. We've got crit chance and headshot damage, which goes towards the pistol, because you will be using a pistol a lot, because especially against Hunter's Fury. Here's the thing. Okay, a lot of people think Hunter's Fury is the best damage dealing build in the game. It's not. It's close to being it, and it's very good. You can get a lot of damage. You can actually 1 or 2 shot someone with a shotgun. This mitigates it, because you can just pull out your bulwark and one-tap someone. If you got 1.1 million armor or less, you get one-shotted by my pistol. That's it, end of story. You will lose. So make sure you guys have Intimidate, Adrenaline Rush Proxys, 35% amplified weapon damage, which is multiplicative, on top of the headshots. And it's important to note that you're probably wondering, hey, why aren't you using Sokolov Concerned Backpack? Well, because we get 5% weapon damage from the one piece to all of our weapons, not just one. And the base weapon damage is better because I use my pistol most of the time anyway. So that is why I've utilized this. Providence Defense would give us more headshot damage, but I didn't want to just completely go there. You could, if you wanted to, use a Providence Defense backpack. That is what I would probably change this out if you wanted to solely focus on the pistol headshot damage. So just keep that in mind, guys. Like I said, there's many ways to evolve this, to change it to suit how you want to play. You know, I've seen so many people have headshot damage builds, and if you don't hit your headshots, it's pointless. So, you know, I sometimes do, sometimes don't. So I like to keep it balanced with crit damage, headshot damage, and everything like that. But I do believe the Walker and Harris one piece is really helping me, and this is perfect Adrenaline Rush, so I wouldn't pass that up. But we'll go through that just now. So the Golden Gear 2-piece, we're going to be having armor regen rolled on everything, guys. Make sure armor regen's rolled on everything. Crit chance armor there. Let's try to get your armor around this level. Too little, you die too quick, and too much, you don't do that much damage. But you could go all the way full blues, and your pistol would still do a decent amount of damage. But I don't focus on just using the pistol. I run around mainly using my SMG because you can pull out your shield first, hit a shot or two, then swap your SMG. I like to put a clip into the guy, and then, you know, when he's, like, in case he does more damage to me, if I see I'm getting melted, I pull out my bulwark and my pistol and just destroy him. So that's normally how I do it, as you saw from the gameplay. So with all the mods, guys, go for crit damage and headshot damage. You can gauge how much you want. Make sure your crit chance is 60 as well. Don't forget about that. Golden Gear right there. Then Walker and Harris, perfect Adrenaline Rush. This is lowered in PvP. I think it's way less. It's not 23%. I think it's about 13%, but it's a significant buff over the normal Adrenaline Rush. So I do recommend using it. Normal Adrenaline Rush is 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds. This is 23%, and it stacks 3 times. So that's 9% more bonus armor, guys. That's why it's really, really good. And like I said, we're getting base weapon damage to all of our weapons. So don't forget about that. Don't be fooled. Don't just think Sokolov is the only thing to use. This is very, very good. So weapon handling is also not great. I would have loved headshot damage there, or crit damage, but it's okay. I got to do some more farming. So the Golden Gear gloves, again, very nice ones. Armor regen, crit chance. We want our armor regen to be high enough so that if we get into trouble, we can maneuver around. Especially on console, you are going to love this build because you can regenerate your armor quite quickly as well. So also the final piece, Emperor's Guard. I wish it was different here. Explosive resistance is okay, to be honest, against the boom booms and stuff like that, but I'd prefer something like I said before, headshot damage, or even hazard protection, or ideally crit damage or crit chance. So yeah, that's going to be it. So let's go through the skills. Now, Artificial Hive is going to keep regenning your shields. That's why we use it. It's also good with your teammates' stuff as well, so it's pretty good. And we get an extra skill tier. So the Bulwark Shield is actually a tier 5. We have got PvP damage taken modifiers 4. Holstered regen is actually really high and active regen. But if we have a look at this, guys. So if you look at the shields, this is what people normally use, okay? So the health is only 4 million. Now, the PvP damage taken modifier is 6. This is 4. And it's 11 million, just under 12 million. Now, you can have it higher if there are some named gloves that give you extra skill health, which would stack towards this. This one is also, the PvP damage taking modifier is actually 3. So you guys need to remember that, how it works. I'm not entirely sure exactly how those mechanics work, but the bulwark is just too good because we're going to be using a pistol anyway and it covers your whole body. So the guys can't just beam your head, so especially on PC. So let's go through the stats now. The stats look pretty good. We've got 60% crit chance there. Crit damage is not that great, but the headshot damage is high. Don't worry about these. Don't be fooled. The utility is way higher than you expect when you actually try this build for yourself. So you can pause it, go through it as you saw the armor regen, and just, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Honestly, so far, this is the most effective build I've used. I really feel like I can do so much. It gives me a whole bunch of confidence, and the damage is just ridiculous. I don't know if it's overtuned or not. I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about this build. Honestly, this is my new go-to, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, click that notification bell, follow me on Twitch and on Instagram, and I'll be seeing everybody in the next video. Peace out, agents.